Hello, Brother Monroe here. Welcome back to Ultimate Astronauts and to the Spanish Succession Campaign after a little bit of an unintended hiatus. And we're going to jump straight into a battle between us and the Americans. They do have a couple of armoured cruisers, but it's a convoy defence, so we don't need to do anything crazy. Reloading. Oh, they burn. Of course. It's vanilla, so they will burn. Yes, very good. Hit back at the United States a little bit. You can do this. So, we're going to reduce the draft down until we get it under the limit. What was the limit? 34. Call it 34,400. Will that work? No, going to have to do the slider. There we go. So I can get it under. Now we're not going to be able to build many of these Pluton class. I think I will get to build another ship, and I will definitely get to build a battlecruiser at some point when we eventually unlock the bloody things. So I'd rather go for that as my special ship, but we need some proper full-on dreadnoughts. The refitted Rayners aren't bad. Not at all. I want to have a look at the guns. Yeah, it's still the 13-inch. Still the 13-inch that we would go for. So yeah, these are basically going to be enlarged Rayners. We could make them faster, but I think... Where's the... Oh, there's so many designs, Jesus. 6... This one. Yeah. 21 knots is a kind of... Oops. 21 knots is our battle speed, so we'll stick with that. And do a back to front build. Yeah, we could go with that one. But it would be nice to use that as a built-in barbette, but I suspect I'm not going to be able to use that anyway because of balancing issues. Let's stick a funnel on there, and we can get the tall advanced tower. Doesn't look half bad. And then just a standard barbette. And we're going to use the same 13.5-inch guns that the Rayners do. I'm going to make them 45s. No, I'm not. I'm going to make them 40s. There we go. We'll probably be okay offset-wise. Casements. You got any Mark 3s? Yes, 4-inch guns and lower. Four-inch in the hull casements and 2-inch up here with some secondary 2-inch. Yeah. Just a bunch of little 2-inch guns. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do nicely. Okay, gun lengths. The 4-inch... Oh, gun lengths. We really suck at gun lengths. Fine, 35s. 40s and 45s. There we go. All right. Still on coal. Jesus. Comparing this to how, like, what I can build in the German campaign, which is actually a couple of years earlier, and I'm like, oh boy. We are really behind on the old tech. Now, Rex has been using a lot of soft capped HE. I'm going to stick with that for now. Still stuck on fucking white powder, Jesus. Advanced. Now, the Raiders had a maximum armor of 16. Oh, no. I'm not whinging. The tech budget is under. That's just the way it is as Spain. I'm just... The comparison between what I'm able to get out... it's because I've been recording the German campaign, like, before I went live. So I've been doing some today. So it's a bit of a change. We could go for a 16.8 on the turret. Let's armor it like it's a 14-inch ship. Bearing in mind it is using coal, so we're probably going to cut back on coal. 2-inch guns, there's no point armoring those on just on the top. Casements, 7, okay, fine, 6 and 3. They can have token armor. Thank you for the sub, Aaron Askengren. Hope I'm pronouncing that sort of right. We need standard crew. Reduced coal, because coal is so heavy. Yeah, these are going to be super short ranged. But that doesn't matter if they're invading stuff, or we're directly sending them into combat, or we're grouping them up with other ships. They're mainly here to offer us lots and lots of power projection. Basically. I wonder if we can up the draft at all. Minus 8.5? Yeah, just a little bit. Well, so my plan, right, Admiral, you're right. They'll never see a battle if I just sit them in port and hope they generate a mission. But if I group them together and send them out on naval invasions or in a task force, then they can't be split off from other ships, so they will be in battles anyway. And I can fix their range when we get geared turbines and oil. Because then the problem is the weight of the coal. That's the only reason I've cut the range down. So by the time they're finished building, then we should hopefully have some more ticks, and we can do a quick turnaround. Or if I can't, then Fleet of Oceans, when he takes over, can do a quick turnaround of these and get their range issue sorted. But it's more to get them built and get more tonnage of capital ship available rather than, you know, fussing about, yeah, the fact that they don't have enough rage. Tuck that right back. Very nice. Pull this back a little bit, and then the ship is perfectly balanced. Lovely. They're quite expensive, almost double the price of a Rainer, but they should do okay. Yeah, exactly. So the battleships are finished. Good. Now, that coal, get rid of it. I quite like them. They look okay. One thing I did want to check is, do they have... Does it tell you in here? Aiming speed, yeah. There we go. 95.5%. Okay, interesting. I have a suspicion that this stat gives you the magic range found bonus a lot more consistently the higher this is. Yeah, we'll have to see. Anyway, I think she'll do fine. And yeah, we need more capital ships anyway. At 30, what are they? 34 and a bit, 34,400, something like that. How many can we get on the go? Probably only 3. Yeah, we can only build 3 of them. But I think if we go, no, not 3. That is too much. So we're only going to build 2. And as well, unlike the balance mod, if we're behind in tech, we don't catch up nearly as quickly. Oh well, 3 destroyers, well, 2 Mexican and an American destroyer dealt with. Here we go. Another battle, coastal defense against the hated French. And we burnt the cruiser as well. Lovely. A lot of crispy frog. Oh well. Back to the map, I guess. Go. Right. Yes, we made them go away. We made them disappear. Bye-bye, Frenchies. Okay. Okay, we're very slightly negative, but that's fine. Don't mind being a little bit on the negative end of things. I guess we're going to end the turn then. Okay, it did spawn the naval invasion around Benghazi by the looks of it. Yeah. Okay, they get free transport kills. Again, it's annoying, but there's not a lot I can do about it. France has other problems. Yeah, I'd like to get some more powerful fleet units over to the Caribbean, but really we just need to hold out over there until this fleet is freed up to move over there. Once we knock the French out of the war, then we can start moving on them. They barely have in them, the French, by the looks of it. Oh, shows what I know. 17 battleships. Jesus. Where are they hiding 17 battleships? There's nothing in the south of France. Oh, there's 5 of them up here. 1 in Le Havre. Do the French have other people they're at war with? Just Japan. Maybe Italy? Italy, can you help? No, not really. Still, 48% chance on the naval invasion down here. Seems low. I really need an explanation of how the tonnage works. Maybe it's because of this fleet up here. A couple of battleships hanging around. We're still blocking the Straits of Gibraltar, though. It's possible that these have come... Yeah, look. They're sending them through Suez. If we could take Suez, that would be hilarious. Cyprus. What's in Cyprus? Nothing. That's very unlike the AI. Okay, we've got... We'll maybe go for it. Another light ship battle. 2 ambushes right next to each other. Okay, more of the invisible torpedo boats. We kind of need to end that. And done. There we go. Oh, nice. There we go. Surely she's going to sink after that. Yeah, there we go. Right. More torpedo boats. Oh, they're coming at us. We get a flooding hit, but I think we should be able to keep that one under control. Looking for the telltale torpedo launch. Oh, they burn. Strange cloud off the port bow, Captain. Yes. Yes, it does. You can obscure other ships with the smoke. But a convincing victory for the Cristobal Colonna. Oh, there we go. Peace deal. Good, 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 good. Okay. Surprisingly low. We'll take the Congo. It's not even French. We'll take the Portuguese Congo. Yeah, there we go. And sure, I'll agree to talk with you, the United States, because with the French out of the war, did everything go back here? Yeah, it did. What we can now do is, if they refuse to peace out, we can force the issue. Oh, well, there was peace between us anyway. That's fine. Give us... I prefer Haiti over El Salvador. No. Okay, fine. Fine. Okay, we're at peace. Actual peace. Oh my goodness. Right, ships. Turn around. Turn around. Go home. Go home. Go home right now. Armoured Cruiser 5. Large Cruiser. Large Armoured Cruiser. Let's go and have a look. Yes, you can have some destroyers. Okay. Ship design. New design. Okay, so the 3 hulls that we just unlocked are the Armoured Cruiser 5. Solid. The Large Armoured Cruiser and the Large Cruiser. This is terrible. Now, the Large Armoured and the Armoured 5. Of the 2, the Large Armoured has much better resistance, but is slow as anything. Whereas the AC5 at 23 knots might actually be somewhat halfway usable. So these will be a complement to the Mazdakas. Again, 21 knots is kind of like the uniform speed across the fleet for nearly everything. We could push these to the incredible height 23 knots. La Labia. I'm just going to have a look and see if we can build something, you know, reasonable. Ugh, mismatched tower heights is annoying. 23 knots and you're mad! No one can go that fast. I mean, is that as fast as the... Oh, there's so many things here. The not Hispania... Extremadura's. Yeah, so they're almost as fast as this. Yeah, I'd love to use the 10-inch. 10-inch Mark IV. That's a spicy gun. It's quite big, though. My only problem is that this is looking quite cramped, design-wise, but we'll try and make it work. The barbette looks a little bit oversized, but it's fine. Because, yeah, doing it like that's going to give me terrible pitch. I just wish I could make it longer, but we're limited by the heavy cruiser max, which is a tech thing. See if we got the max length, that would be so much better. Can we do it with cheek? Oh, we could. We could try and do it with cheek. Chat, I'll leave this up to you. Do we do the cheeky minimum beam, minimum draft trick to get this under the limit? We'll also make them cheaper, which is still a concern for us. Yeah, I know. They they get smacked quite a lot. Tell you what. Because, yeah, we could build this now. now. Or later. Because it's only -9, -15. If we... Can we... Yeah, we can't really increase either of them. It is a way of getting ships on the cheap. Oh, it won't all be Rex's designs. He's got a destroyer from me, and he'll have a battleship from me. I'm going to keep with the soft-capped paradigm that Rex started. We're going to go Cordite Standard. Coincidence 2. Hydrophone. Pulse radio. And we're playing vanilla, so depth charges. Do it. 85% say now. Build it now. Okay. I'm going to have to offset it. It does have maximum bulkheads, which will offset its vulnerability a little bit. Also have a lot of weight left. Probably because we reduced beam and draft, we can probably push speed without losing too much in the way of weight. Yeah, okay, 25 seems like a good... 25 with an induced boiler. Good good balance. Let's have a look. 20 from the beam and 8, it's 40 basically. So they will take a lot of extra damage. However, there's a way around this. And the way around this is to give them more armor than is reasonable. Give them some 2-inch pop guns. Really, secondary guns. What have we got? Mark III stuff. There's no real good mounts for them. It's just going to be a very bare bones ship, I think. Yeah, bare bones ship. I'm not going to build a ton of these, but it would be good to have some ships in the cruiser category at all from me. And 10-inch 50 caliber guns are Mark 4, 10-inch Mark 4. Yeah, sure. That'll do something, surely. We get 45s? No. 2-inch pop guns aren't going to do anything, but that's fine. 1.5, 1.5. How thick can we get away with? Can we go for a 14.7? Because that's the max on the barbette. And then a 12? No. Computer says no. You may not have a 12-inch belt. Jesus Christ. Look how much that jumped up. What about 8? I must have gone over some kind of limit. I mean, a 10-inch belt, which would fit the caliber. Yeah, let's go for a 10. 12, 6, 12, 5, 5, 5. Remember, this is still running on coal. Don't shout at me yet. 12, 5. Again, we need to get rid of coal. So badly do we need to get rid of coal. Okay, still 6% overweight. I don't think I can do it with the 10s. Don't think I can do them with the 10s. But we might be able to do it with the 9s. The 9s will be almost as good. So we just compare a 9. A 9-inch... 50s. So 9-inch 50s, they have a higher rate of fire, 1.69 compared to 1.28. Their damage is noticeably less. Their range is still fine, 25-ish kilometers. Their accuracy is... No, their accuracy is just flat worse. I thought the accuracy would be pretty similar, but it is not, because I'm playing vanilla, and I need to remember that in vanilla, the 12-inch gun is the balance point. Is there anything we can do in terms of towers? They're pretty similar. Although that one's... smaller. Smaller is good. Go down to a single funnel. It means the speed is going to have to drop back to 23, which is originally what I was going to go with. This will let me make the citadel smaller. I'm going to get rid of the 2-inch guns. There's no point in having 2 of them. Something like that. And now we are underweight with the 10-inch scheme. Okay. A compromised design. A very compromised design. But a interesting one. Certainly looks the part. It looks surprisingly modern. Even if it's not. Yeah, again, range is an issue, but that's something that we'll have to sort later. Survivability might be an issue too. But I haven't really seen any cruisers like this so far. Like, everything we've seen has been an armoured cruiser, which is why the Mastakas are such an interesting ship. Yeah, but like two secondary guns. Like I said, it's a compromised design. It's not the design I want. It's the design I can make. And this is the thing with building them now rather than later. So we're going to build them. I'm happy enough with them. They're a bit of a departure from our previous heavy cruiser. Different philosophy, but I'm relying on those Mark IV 10-inch 50s to basically be so accurate we don't need pop guns. At least for now. Save. Yeah, remember, no nations have access to heavy cruisers. Like proper heavy cruiser hulls. They've only got armoured cruisers. And that is technically an armoured cruiser 5. Or whatever it is. That's not a heavy cruiser hull. That's an armoured cruiser hull. And it's going to be rocking about looking like a blooming heavy cruiser from the 1930s. So yeah, I think these will be successful. They are 13,500 tons. How many can we afford to get under construction? We have 1, 2, 1, 7, 4, 8 minus 3, 3, 0, 0. And then divide by 13,493. We could build as many as 8. Could build as many as 8 of these. How long do they take? I have forgotten. Time to build would be a good thing to put up here, guys. Nope, not going to show me any of that. Alright, fine. Oh yeah, 15 months. Ooh, okay. I don't think we should build 8 in that case, because that'll put it right on the limit. What do you think? 6? 6? Because we currently only have 3. 6 would make them our almost our most common cruiser class. 6 is going to be decent. What do we think, chat? 6 or less than 6? Maybe like 4? I think 6 or 4. Thread says 6, 6. It's the cruiser we need. Oh, where'd it go? There we go. Could go for 6. Can always suspend them or just cancel them or whatever. All right, 6 it is. Destroyer 3! Yay! Okay, we need some more destroyers, so that's good. We can jump into the design of that. Because it'd be good to get an all-rounder destroyer built. These don't have depth charge launchers on the hull, but we can fit them. Italian. I quite like Italy, actually. Alright, the Ulloa. Sure we can make something semi-decent on this hull. Now the Nervians, where have they gone? Thank you, Emiko, for the follow on YouTube. Or sub on YouTube, I suppose it would be. Where are they? There. 34 knots, 3-inch guns. Okay. These guys, yeah, they're going to be 34 knots. Probably the 3-inch gun again. Yeah, they're basically going to be repeats. But just an updated design. Nevians have 5. That's 6. Of course. 6. 6 guns. Why not 5-inch? Good question. One is weight. Simple enough. The other is that, especially in this era, pre-radar, Jesus, still on coal. Pre-radar, you just need a lot of shells going down range. And a 3-inch shell is perfectly capable of causing problems. Still don't have coincidence 3s. Depth charge, mine hunter, advanced mine layer, and armor. There we go, 3-inch 30s. I don't think we're going to get. Might as well keep 3-inch 30. This is basically a Nervion 2. They're a little bit more expensive with better kit, basically. Slightly enlarged. They're not offering a huge amount over the Nervions, apart from being a fresh design. I think they have more range as well. Be up there. Nope. Make them spacious though. And then we've got a little bit of overhead. In fact, these are so similar. I don't know how to spell that. Da, 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 da. Oh, not like that at all. Phylogenia. It's the Nervion Evolution. Super Nervion. I could have gone for that, I guess. How can you improve pitch and roll on a destroyer? You can't. Their pitch and roll is going to be terrible. Just accept it. Accept your fate. They're just going to have bad pitch and roll. You can help by keeping things concentrated in the middle a bit. You can help by not putting really big guns on them, but they're just going to have terrible pitch and roll. That's just kind of the deal. You can try widening the beam. That can help a bit. But we've got a little... Don't have too much of an offset on this ship, actually. Let's see if we can... Oh, yeah. Forward weight offset. That's the other way, isn't it? Aft. 0.2. Close enough. There we go. A little destroyer. I don't think we need a huge number of these. Maybe just 10. 10 of the evolved Nervions. Basically just to replace our losses and keep our destroyer fleet ticking over. Right, do you know what? Let's have a look at the Pluton. Let's see if we can, because this is my design. Let's see if we can... Where's the refit button gone? What you doing, game? What you doing? That's because I went from there. Pluton. View. Refit mode. Oh, look at those weight savings. Okay, definitely worth it. Because one of the things I was thinking about doing was replacing these with 14s. So, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Because we have the 14-inch Mark III, which we can make a 45, and that's a considerably more capable gun. And should serve as a drop-in replacement. So that's good. The other thing we can do is potentially... Yeah, we can get 50 caliber 2-inch guns with 45s and 40s, there we go. So we can lengthen all the secondary guns. That's also very worthwhile. We can then look at upgrades over here. So still on fucking coal, but geared turbines, aux diesel, electrohydro, the Krupp 3, Endstorp 3. Oh, still don't have that. Still don't have watertight doors. Jesus. Better shells. Get rid of the white powder finally, though. It's all fine. Hydro 2. No RDF yet. Can also fix her turret armor, which is a bit off. And then we can restore her range and give her spacious crew quarters. Ugly secondary tower. Yeah, I don't know why the flag's going the wrong way. But yes, there we go. It's going to take 6 months to do those anyway. I have increased range. Yeah, it's noticeably more. We're not going to be able to get it like really high until we can get oil. But that should make her a lot more usable. Potentially the other thing we could do is take away her reduced draft. Because that was a fudge to get them in under the 36. We had a limit, the shipyard size. That would remove their vulnerability and also increase their range. In fact, if we go like this, yes, there we go, 9,000 kilometers. Yeah, don't have a limit now. So this is very much what we could have built originally if we had waited. But I think these will do well. They're not fast, but they're solid ships, I think. Especially with those 14-inch 45s. That's a pretty solid gun, even into the late game. So hopefully should serve us well. So I'm going to save that. I'm going to refit both of the Plutons. And then we can have a think about other refits. Hey, Thunderchild. So Pluton, 1919. Both of those, 6 months. So they'll be finished just as we hand over. Would be the extra Maduras, which have never been refitted since they were built in 1904. So they are definitely worth a look. Hey, Untouchable. Even if it is only to just give them a general little upgrade. Give them freaking turbines, auxiliary diesels. Just make them generally more useful. Group 3, anti-bot bit. Anti-flood 2. Nose fused HE shells and semi-AP. Well, I'm not going to fiddle with that. Get rid of the black powder, though. Enhanced. Bigger torpedoes. Depth charge. Super mine layers. There are alternatives to coal. Nope. Not for us. Not for us. And with all that weight saved, brick! Say hello to some more armour. All the armour in the world that we can shove on that ship. Try and make them as useful as we possibly can. No, we can't get away with that. So we'll leave them as 40 calibers. Yeah, 40s. And 35s. Okay. More. Yep, pretty much. They're the same ship. They're just getting some healthy healthy dose of upgrade. Should make them a little bit more useful, I would hope. That's a ship that will last a while. The Plutons, yes. They should be good all the way through. Like, give them radar, modern fire control system, like that's a design for the future. Super Dreadnoughts, early Super Dreadnoughts, apart from being slow, they really can serve well right to the end of the game. Right, let's get all of those fixed up that we can have a look at. Right, let's get the Nervians done. That should be simple. It should be easy enough. We can get the geared turbines, change the petrol for a diesel, better steering gear, better armour. Get rid of the white powder. Bigger torpedo, hydrophone, fit depth charges to them, better mines sweeping kit. Yeah, there we go. Pretty quick and dirty refit. Not changing too much with them there. Are we able to do anything here? Well, significant weight savings. You can have some geared turbines for even more weight savings. You can have that. Stick with semi-balanced if that's what the designer intended. Upgrade our torpedo protection and anti-flooding system. Standard AP shells. No. You can have the fanciest nose-capped. The improved cap ballistic shells. There you go. Electro-hydro. You can have big torpedoes. You can have slightly better rangefinder, hydrophone, radio, all this lovely stuff that we're getting you. Max beam minimum draft. Interesting. We can fix that draft problem for you. Wow, that makes the engine efficiency so much worse. But make them fat. Increase the range. A little bit. Armour. Oh, we can bring their armour up to modern standards. So guns automatically get upgraded in place, but we already had, like in 1907, we already had the 11-inch Mark III, so there's no real improvement there. I can fiddle with the lengths, of course. I can make them 40s and 45s. That's 35s. Yeah, the guns get upgraded in place. It's one of that. It's actually a problem. So if you have a design that utilizes the particular size of a turret, and then the later marks are bigger, then the refit doesn't work and you have to take all the guns off and start again. So that's not brilliant. Port weight offset. I can't be asked trying to fix that. But yeah, there we go. A slightly upgraded Fleet of Oceans class. They're a bit chunkier now, or it will be a bit chunkier now. There's only one. So the Rainers did receive a refit very early on from me already, so there shouldn't be too much to do with these. All we really need to do is to get them the gear turbines, the better steering gear, better armor, better torpedo. I get those ones as a soft cap. Like TNT2, get rid of the white powder, get them electro hydro turrets and a hydrophone. Might be able to fix their range issues as well. Ah, yes, they had armor problems, didn't they? I wasn't able to up armor them quite as much as I wanted. But we should be able to fix that now. Nearly. Oh, somewhat. Coal, it's so heavy. It's unreal. 6 inch. We can make 45s. 2 inch. Also make 45s. All of these. So that's what we want. I'm sure we can manage it. Yep, just by reducing the coal. And we don't really want these ones, the Rainers, generating all the missions anyway. We want Pluton and Hermano Monroe to do that. So that's fine. 3 months, that'll get them up to speed and perfectly capable aside from their range. But again, until we get oil, or at least semi-oil, there's not much we can do about that. We're not going to hit a wall in 2 months' time. So do you know what? I'm going to get the Lalavias a quality of life upgrade. Fleet will just have to wait a few turns longer. It shouldn't be a huge problem. So right, into the refit mode. I don't think there's too much to do with these guys. We can fit them with an Orcs diesel and the Krupp 3. The improved shells and TNT. All of that is quite useful. Hydro 2. Better towers. Everyone always says that. It's so rare that you unlock towers for a hull after you unlock the hull. For me, anyway. Unless I'm rushing the hull strengthening tech, the one that gives you battleships, I already have every option for towers I'm going to get. It's so unusual when you go into the refit mode to have any extra options. So I hardly ever check it. Basically, that's what happens. One thing we could do is we could remove the beacon. That is super cheeky. Are we allowed? Can we do that? 15,000. Ah, okay. Minus 6. Minus 7. Minus 6.5. Minus 6.4. Minus 6.3. Minus 6.3. There we go. So we can fix that issue that those ships had. So that will make them more expensive, but now we can afford it. We can afford afford it. Yes, and this will make them so much more effective. We can put their range to medium. In fact, we might be able to push their range a little bit. And weren't these ships capable of going faster? No, they weren't. Not without oil, they're not. Or a balanced boiler or something. I might leave the 5% just as something someone can add to the refit later. Unless... No, yeah, we can add a little bit more range. So that should mean that they're much better at generating missions. And that's a pretty big plus. So I'm pleased with that. That was worth doing, definitely. And hopefully we can work out some of the kinks in some of the ships. And we'll just throw everything into the refit. It doesn't matter if they take 6 months instead of 3. That's fine. Not my problem. Not my problem. So, just before I hand it over, I'm going to click next turn and then I'm going to do all that stuff. We are 46 billion in GDP, which places us low, but not the lowest in Europe. That belongs to Italy. We have a... Well, the active fleet says it's less than this, but we have more ships than that. It's just the battleships are refitting. We have the Fleet of Oceans and the Deus Rex. We have the 2 Rainers. We have the 2 Plutons. Solid battle fleet. Not huge. Solid. Super Dreadnought, or close to 4 of them. And the Deus Rex, really. So 4 of them are Dreadnoughts / Super Dreadnoughts. 1 pre-Dreadnought that it's up to Fleet what he does with it. We have the 3 older Mazdakas, which are still very capable. We have the 6 Lalavias, which are, I think, going to be pretty nasty ships if they see combat during Fleet's turn. Extremaduras, they're very long in the tooth, but they've had a bit of a spruce up. They should do fine. The Nevians and the Nevian Philogenia fulfilling our destroyer needs. Cheap little pop gun destroyers. So not the biggest fleet in the world, but solid, I would say. Everyone else is running around with very odd fleets. I think a lot of these... This must be pre-Dreadnought. So we've got 138,008 tons heat reported here, but that doesn't include our battleships. So, yeah, I think we're doing absolutely fine. Likely enemies. France. Yeah, I'd say we were... Say we should be okay against France. Italy, they've got a lot of battleships, but I have a suspicion they're not very good. Britain, they actually don't have that much, so we should be okay against them. United States has a lot of stuff. They had some really nasty ships 10 years ago, but I think Spain is looking promising. It's looking good. It's looking good, is what I would say. So I'm going to hit end turn. I'm going to end my tenure as first T-Lord. And I think Spain is in a... Well, okay, Rex says a much better position. I wasn't going to say that. I think Spain is in a good position to hand back to fleet. We've got a secure economy. We've got a reasonable fleet. Small, but powerful ships. And we have a good diplomatic situation. So fleet can really take it any way he wants. So it's fleet next. And I think he'll have it for 5 years. Unless he doesn't have a war or something. Well, I'll need to double check that. But he'll have it for at least 5, maybe 10 years. And yes, I will return. I will return. I will return after Fleet of Oceans and Rex have had another shot. And I hope it all goes well for them. So if you're watching this on the highlight reel, thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you again soon for some more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Bye for now.